Hello again, viewers. So, been out riding the bike this spring. It's been a good time. Finally warmed up, and I was riding along, and what happened is my shock here started losing air pressure, and so I pumped it back up, hoping for the best, but it loses pressure within about an hour of riding. So I called the bike shop, and of course the spring is the worst time, and basically they said, well, we can make an appointment about a week from now. So I decided that rather than do that, I would just look online, and basically what I found is what I think will be a good replacement. It's a Fox shock, very similar to this one. It's not the exact same one, but its dimensions are the same, and so I'm hoping that I can just swap this one out and be back on the road again. So we're going to get to it. Basically, you've got 5mm bolt here and on the other side, and then a 5mm through bolt there. So it should be pretty easy. Just gotta bust these loose, and these have to be torqued, and I do have a torque wrench, so we'll go ahead and do that when we put it back together. But the thing about it is, you got to remember, if you don't have a torque wrench, it's not the end of the world. You can get it pretty good if you just remember how much pressure it took to take the thing off. So if you estimate that, then when you put it back on, you can kind of figure out how tight it needs to be. Now, the other thing is with these, I believe they have the blue Loctite on it, and that's the one that you can actually take back apart. The red Loctite is not what you want to use. That's the one that's more permanent, that you need heat actually to get it undone. So let's go ahead and take this one apart. I think when the suspension breaks loose here, the rear wheel may drop a bit. Let's see what we get. There it is. Okay. Yeah, if you see, there's a little bit of blue Loctite on there. I may or may not put some more on there. We'll see how that goes. And then I've just got one on the other side here. I noticed on the film that the camera stopped, but I just wanted to let you know that there's two washers in here on each side, so you just have to kind of hang them on there and then slide the shock in and tighten it down. Okay, so I'm back again. Got my torque wrench, and this one is 150 inch-pounds. So I've got that set on my torque wrench. Just going to snug that one up first. Get the other side snugged up. And I just got my 5mm Allen wrench, or Allen, on there. Alright, you hear that? That's the click for 150. That's the click for 150 on that side. Now the bottom bolt is 95, so let me just set my wrench to 95, and we'll tighten that one up, and that's it. The shock is on. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you with the new shock, you've got your ride modes, which is climb, trail, and descend. Okay, I'm going to leave it in trail, and then this is your rebound setting. If you turn it in all the way, it rebounds very slowly, and if you turn it out all the way, it rebounds really fast. So I'm going to put it about in the center, and I'm going to leave that in trail mode. It's very similar to this one. This one had your climb mode, descend mode, and trail, and then your rebound was this little thing on the outside. So I'll rebuild this old guy. I'll take it to the shop and have them rebuild it. I think if I just bring it this way, it'll be about $100 to rebuild. This shock was $170, and now I've got two, so if this one ever fails in a few years, I've got another one I can just drop in there. So what I'm going to do is just kind of a bench test, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to kind of squeeze the suspension. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this new shock is really stiff. Alright, so I'm going to let some air pressure out because that is just way too stiff. So I'm going to drop it to about 100 psi. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now you see how slow it responds. I'm going to set that rebound. That's a little too fast on the rebound. I think that's going to be good. Looks like between those two. Alright, so there's a little bit of a slower rebound. Let's go one click the other way. Yeah, that slows it up a little bit. And it gives it enough squish, I think. Okay, that feels pretty good. So I'll start with 100 psi. We'll see how that goes. If I need more tension, I'll add more air and play around with the other adjustments. Thanks for watching, guys.